Ready to step into a world built from your imagination?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, hold on tight,
Yeah.
because today's deep dive
Okay.
is all about Google DeepMind's Genie 2,
Interesting.
an AI that can generate
Yeah.
interactive 3D worlds from a single image.
Wow.
We're talking about actually moving through these spaces, controlling characters, manipulating objects,
Right.
almost like stepping into a video game version
Okay.
of whatever you can dream up.
Yeah.
We've got a stack of research and demos to unpack, so let's get to it.
What's really exciting about Genie 2 is that it doesn't just create a static 3D model.
Right.
It's about simulating a world
Yeah.
complete with physics, lighting,
Okay.
and even how objects should interact.
It's true, and the research paper is full of examples.
Oh, yeah.
One that caught my eye was the robot navigating an ancient Egyptian scene. You can actually control its movements,
Right.
explore the environment, and it all feels remarkably coherent.
Yeah.
There's even a first-person view of a robot inside a loft apartment.
Interesting.
Imagine designing your dream space
Yeah.
and then taking a virtual walk through it.
That locked apartment example is a great illustration of Genie 2's potential
Right.
to bridge the gap between our imaginations and actual experiences.
Yes.
You're not just observing a 3D model,
Okay.
you're inhabiting it.
But here's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Genie 2 is exhibiting
Yeah.
what are called emergent capabilities, meaning it's doing things
Uh-huh.
its creators didn't explicitly program it to do.
Think about it this way.
Okay.
Genie 2 was trained on massive data sets of videos,
Right.
so it's learned to recognize patterns
Okay.
and predict what should happen next in a given scenario.
Yeah.
This allows it to understand things like gravity, how light reflects off surfaces,
Okay.
and even some basic physics.
Like when those barrels exploded in one of the demos?
Right.
I mean, no one specifically programmed the AI to make barrels explode.
Right. That's right. And it goes beyond just visual effects.
Really?
Genie 2 even learned to differentiate between which keyboard commands should move the character versus which ones control the background elements. It's like it's developing its own internal understanding of the world it's creating.
Okay, that's kind of freaky, but also incredibly cool.
Right.
It's almost like the AI is developing intuition.
I know.
But let's step back for a moment.
Okay.
Why is this so significant?
Yeah.
Why should anyone care that an AI can create a 3D world from an image?
The ability to go from a simple sketch or image to a fully realized interactive 3D environment has massive implications for all sorts of fields.
Like what?
Think about architects or filmmakers.
Okay.
They could rapidly prototype their ideas, test out different designs,
Right.
and experience them in a way that was previously impossible.
It sounds like Genie 2 could revolutionize industries where visualizing concepts in 3D was previously a major bottleneck.
Exactly.
The research paper even mentions a concept, artist sketches, being brought to life in Genie 2.
I saw that.
Instead of just static drawings.
Right.
These ideas become explorable spaces.
Exactly.
It could drastically accelerate the creative process and make these tools accessible to a much wider range of people. But it gets even more powerful when you consider the potential for training other AIs within these Genie-generated worlds.
Oh, wow.
It's like having a virtual training ground.
Yeah.
With infinite possibilities.
So we're talking on AI inside of AI now.
This is getting pretty meta.
Right.
Okay.
The researchers developed an AI agent called SIMA.
Okay.
Specifically designed to operate within these environments. What's remarkable is that SIMA can understand and follow natural language instructions.
To no complex coding required.
That's the idea.
So it's like having a virtual assistant that can navigate and interact within these AI-generated worlds.
And to really test its adaptability, they had SIMA navigate environments generated by Genie 2 that it had never encountered before.
Interesting.
For example, there's a demo where SIMA explores a house, opening doors and moving around based solely on simple instructions.
That not only demonstrates the capabilities of SIMA, but also the depth and consistency of the worlds that Genie 2 creates. Okay, I'm hooked, but how does it actually work?
Well,
what's the magic behind Genie 2?
At its core, Genie 2 is what's called a diffusion world model. As you know, transformers have been revolutionary for understanding and generating language.
Right.
Genie 2 leverages a similar concept, using transformers to analyze vast amounts of video data.
So instead of predicting the next word in a sentence,
Exactly.
it's predicting what should happen next in a visual sequence.
Precisely. By learning patterns from countless hours of video, Genie 2 develops an understanding of how the world works, how objects move, how light and shadow interact, and even how different elements within a scene should respond to each other.
This is all incredibly impressive.
Yeah, it is.
But isn't DeepMind aware of the potential downsides of such powerful technology?
Absolutely.
Okay.
While Genie 2 is a major breakthrough,
Right.
it's still in its early stages. Research is ongoing to improve its overall consistency and ability to generalize to different scenarios.
Right.
And of course, we have to acknowledge the ethical implications of a technology that can generate such realistic virtual experiences.
Right. It raises a lot of important questions about how we use this technology responsibly.
Yeah.
But for now, let's continue to explore the potential of Genie 2.
Okay.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah, we have. It really does make you wonder about the potential applications beyond gaming and entertainment. What if we could use Genie 2 to create personalized learning environments? Imagine stepping into a virtual world designed to teach you history, science, or even a new language.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Instead of just reading about ancient Rome, you could actually walk its streets, interact with virtual citizens, and get a much more immersive learning experience.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it could be incredibly powerful for fields like therapy as well.
Oh, really?
Imagine creating a safe virtual environment for someone to confront their fears or practice social skills. The possibilities are truly vast.
It seems like Genie 2 could be a game changer for education and healthcare, especially as the technology continues to develop.
Absolutely.
But what about the collaborative potential? Could a team of architects, for example, use Genie 2 to design a building together in a shared virtual space?
Oh, absolutely. Think about the efficiency and creative possibilities of having multiple people working simultaneously within a Genie 2 environment. They could bounce ideas off each other, experiment with different designs, and see their collaborative vision come to life in real time.
It's like a digital brainstorming session on steroids.
Right.
And it's not limited to architecture.
No, not at all.
Filmmakers, game developers, even city planners could use Genie 2 to collaborate in ways that were never before possible.
Precisely.
Wow.
It could revolutionize entire industries, particularly those that rely heavily on visualization and spatial reasoning.
Okay.
We might even see Genie 2 used to design real-world environments, helping us to create more sustainable, efficient, and aesthetically pleasing cities.
Now that's a future I can get behind.
I know, right?
A world where AI helps us design better cities, create more engaging learning experiences, and even address mental health challenges.
Exactly.
It's pretty exciting stuff.
It is, but it's crucial to acknowledge that every technological advancement comes with potential downsides. And Genie 2 is no exception.
Of course.
As with any powerful tool, we need to be mindful of how it could be misused.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Could someone use Genie 2 to create hyper-realistic deepfakes or spread misinformation?
Right.
Or what about issues of access and control? Will this technology be in the hands of a few powerful companies?
Yeah.
Or will it be accessible to everyone?
These are critical questions that we need to address as Genie 2, and similar technologies continue to evolve.
Okay.
It's not enough to simply celebrate the possibilities. We need to think critically about the potential consequences and ensure responsible development and deployment.
Absolutely. It's a shared responsibility.
Yeah, it is.
Researchers, policymakers, and even the general public need to engage in open dialogue about how we want to shape the future with AI technologies like Genie 2.
It's not just about preventing negative outcomes. It's also about actively shaping the future we want to see. Imagine a world where Genie 2 is used to promote creativity, collaboration, and understanding across cultures. A world where it helps us solve complex problems and connect with each other in meaningful ways.
That's a vision worth working towards.
Absolutely.
But Genie 2 is just one example of the incredible advancements happening in AI right now. It's a glimpse into a future where AI is not just a tool, but a potential partner in shaping our world.
Exactly. And while we need to approach AI development with a healthy dose of caution, we should also be excited about the possibilities. Genie 2 is just one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Who knows what other groundbreaking technologies are just around the corner?
It's a little daunting to think about,
Yeah.
but also incredibly inspiring.
I agree.
And speaking of inspiration, the research paper mentions some pretty interesting outtakes.
Oh, yeah.
Unexpected things that happened during the development of Genie 2. Like that time when the character decided to do parkour moves.
Really?
Instead of snowboarding.
Those unplanned moments are a reminder that even with all its power, AI is still a young field.
Right.
We're still learning what it can do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it surprises us in unexpected ways.
Yeah, that's true.
Those surprises can be valuable learning experiences.
Right.
For researchers, too.
It's like exploring uncharted territory. Constantly encountering new possibilities and challenges.
Yeah.
And sometimes those challenges lead to breakthroughs we could never have anticipated.
Right.
It's all part of the journey, right?
Absolutely. And with AI, the journey is just beginning.
Yeah.
Genie 2 is a powerful step forward, but it's by no means the final destination.
Okay.
As we continue to research and develop these technologies,
Right.
who knows what incredible discoveries await us?
I'm eager to find out.
Me too.
And while we're looking ahead, let's remember that even though these AI-generated worlds are captivating, they are, at the end of the day, virtual.
That's a crucial point.
Right.
It's about finding the right balance between embracing the virtual and grounding ourselves in the real world, using technology like Genie 2 to enhance our experiences without losing sight of what's truly important.
I like that.
Yeah.
Enhancing, not replacing.
Right.
And I think that's a good segue into the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
Where we'll consider the bigger implications of Genie 2.
Yeah.
And what it might mean for the future. So we've talked about the technical marvels of Genie 2.
Right.
And its potential impact on fields like design, education, and even therapy.
Yeah.
But now I'm curious.
Okay.
What about the purely creative possibilities? What kind of worlds would you create? If you had access to Genie 2?
That's a question that gets to the heart of what makes this technology so fascinating.
Right.
It's no longer just about consuming content created by others. It's about becoming a creator yourself.
Right.
Shaping virtual worlds limited only by your imagination.
Would you build a fantastical landscape? A futuristic city?
Yeah.
Or maybe even try to recreate a historical period? The possibilities are literally endless.
And that's where it gets really interesting. What could you learn by exploring those worlds?
Right.
What challenges would you face, and what would you discover about yourself in the process? It's almost like a form of self-discovery through world building.
I love that idea, using Genie 2 as a tool for introspection and exploration.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, could this technology eventually democratize access to 3D world creation? Will we reach a point where anyone with an idea can bring it to life in a virtual space?
It's certainly a possibility as the technology matures and becomes more user-friendly.
We could see a surge in user-generated content.
Yeah.
Imagine a platform where people share their Genie 2 creations, collaborate on projects, and even explore each other's virtual world.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It could become a whole new form of social interaction and creative expression.
I think so.
But for now, if our listeners want to experience Genie 2 for themselves, where should they start?
The best place to start is to search for Genie 2 Google DeepMind. You'll find some incredible examples and demos showcasing the technology's capabilities. It's really the best way to grasp the sheer magnitude of this advancement.
It's not just theory or research papers. You can actually see Genie 2 in action.
Exactly.
And hopefully get a taste of the future we've been discussing.
I hope so.
I'm curious, before we wrap up, what's the one key takeaway you hope listeners walk away with today?
I think the most important thing is to recognize
that Genie 2 represents a paradigm shift in our relationship with technology. We're moving beyond using AI as simply a tool to becoming collaborators, co-creators in shaping virtual worlds, and potentially even our physical world.
That's a powerful thought, and I think it's a perfect note to end on.
Yeah.
We've only just scratched the surface of Genie 2 and what it might mean for the future. But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
It's a journey worth following.
Absolutely.
Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop imagining what the future might hold.
Couldn't agree more.
And for our listeners, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Genie 2.
Yes, thank you.
It's been a fascinating exploration, and I'm sure we'll be revisiting this topic as the technology continues to evolve. Until next time.
Bye.